Alrighty, everybody. A bit of a sketchy start in this game. Today's game, okay. Everyone here is a little bit tired. Been an early match as we come in here where everyone's not quite on their best performance, I wouldn't imagine, but we should be doing fine here and I'm excited to see how everything goes. A bit of a last minute adjustments to a few schedulings kind of changed up what we're doing here. But it's fine. It's fine. I see no issues as of now. As everyone is still, I think, getting a bit ready. Okay. We go in here, we're going to have... Let's see, which team is which? I'll just say Team 1 and Team 2. Team 1 is left, Team 2 is the right side. We're going to have Team 2 here on this Reinhardt Lucio play that we saw played quite a bit in OWCS these past few days. Trying to test out that strat of how good that is. Copy taking an insurmountable amount of damage here, barely able to stay alive. Actually is not. The team does take him down. Sacrifice following with serendipity soon after that. Team 1 making an explosive first round as they stop that attacking. Stop at that speed very quickly. Pride on Lucio, just barely able to get it out. And oh man. We are going to see again another TP play, except this time teleporting the Ryan under into the mini room down here to try to surprise Team 1. Thunder doing his best to sort of predict these TP plays and not give them too much space, but with how unpredictable they're being, it's not much you can do. We do see 2 fire strikes being eaten by that kinetic grasp right there, and that's going to be quite a bit of overhealth for Thunder here. Not much you can do except try to play around the shield and not let it break too early. Another teleport coming out as JSpark17 teleports behind that Reinhardt, being such a powerful combo. Ooh, taking a little bit too much poke there and actually falling down. So did the rest of the team with Pied, Serendipity, and Copy falling just soon afterwards. Trashbro just barely staying alive here during all that mess as he's able to finally take down Igniter 1 through 5. Taking a little bit of poke for his team to get them that last little touch for ult charge. But also feeding JSpark17 that ult charge as well. See, as we go into this, one of the last few pushes that Team 2 has onto this map, we're going to have them. I didn't mention it, but we did have Igniter 1 through 5 swap over to Cole Cassidy rather than Widowmaker, as he just going to hope to sit back a little bit and just hit a whole bunch of shots instead of that one important shot. Getting his one with that Deadeye is a lot more than you can ask for sometimes. He's able to get his one to this fight. And chase after the sound at the last minute as Ruffle is running away. Trying not to die, but it's just going to get staggered if she doesn't die quickly. Ooh, Jay's hitting some nice shots. Or that over 5 hitting some nice shots on to Sacrifice. Unable to get that elimination. Thunder is now back onto distance of contesting the objective. Copy letting a very nice fire strike straight into the face over Thunder. Getting that good damage. Copy actually does have Earth Shatter here, as well as Photon Barrier from JSpark17. We're going to see a bit of a combination, or at least see those 2 ultimates used, at least in somewhat quick succession. There is that Photon Barrier. There's the Deadeye walking straight through that Photon Barrier, as well as the Dragon Blade, getting 3 kills instantly. Igniter 1 through 5 did get his 1. Trashboat getting his 4. Or 3, rather. But yes. Trashboat with a really nice Genji play. Actually, I should have just clicked on that, but I'm a little too sleepy. Apologies, everybody. I woke up about 10 minutes ago. We're going to see them TP straight under. This is a much better play than having to walk through, as that can be so dangerous for teams, especially without a Sigma or maybe a Ramatra to block that upper shield. We're going to see Copy take an insane amount of damage. Actually hit none with his Earth Shatter because of a very well-timed shield from Thunder. Not able to catch that from his point of view, but it was from Ignite 1 through 5s. Venture getting a little bit aggressive, is actually able to escape, as not quite able to escape. Igniter 135 getting his one once again. But Thunder playing phenomenally at the moment. Pied also able to get his one over onto Ruffle. If Team 2 can play this properly, they might be able to recontest before those two players are able to get that comfortably. We're going to see Sacrifice swap over to the Cole Cassidy as well off of that Venture. See what he can do. Ruffle still has that Nano Boost, or Ruffle's actually already back. Look at how close this is to their spawn. Ruffle's back, Trash Boat is back, straight in the fight. They do swap over to the Pharah, which is probably why that cast swap came. Not many ultimates on the field. Actually, I say about even. 3 on the side of Team 2 and only 2 on the side of Team 1. Trash Boat is definitely going to try to build that Dragon Blade as fast as he can, but with that Kitsune Rush coming out on the field, along with that Deadeye, there's just so much space being made here that Thunder is going to have to use his Gravitic Flux, forcing Amplification Matrix out from Pied. This is looking like a fight win for Team 2, but Thunder is doing his best to put up a fight. Doesn't quite matter. Although Coffee does die, he made enough space that Pied is able to get his one over on to Emu Man, traded instantly by Sacrifice. Very well pushed from Team 2 here as we go on to this third point. One of the hardest to push, and I'd say very defender heavy. We are going to see JSpark17 swap over to the Sojourn here last moment. We're going to have the Sojourn cast, which Sojourn used to be, in a lot of people's opinion, the best DPS, at least for hit skin users. That warmth has sort of shifted towards cast now, but that does not mean that Sojourn is not good. So having both on the team is going to be very, very important, because this point is not as good for Pharah as people like to admit. We do have 3 ultimates on the field for Team 1 here. We do have Emu Man with that Sound Barrier, Dragon Blade from Trash Boat, and Deadeye from Sacrifice. We're probably going to see one coming out fairly soon here, as Trash Boat is setting up at an off angle here, definitely anticipating a bit of a Dragon Blade usage. Copy is looking most certainly for a big Earth Shatter here, as he's waiting for that shield to drop. Able to get 3, okay, what's there? Able to get all 4 kills off of it as well. Sacrifice did use his Deadeye a bit in an off angle, but it didn't matter because his entire team got Earth Shattered. This might lead into a full cap. Apologies for that bit brief pause. Oh, sorry. Okay. Trash Boat doing wonders, as well as Thunder able to get 2 kills quite quickly, as well as the rest of the team doing their own thing. We're going to see Thunder using his Gravitic Flux, trading it instantly with that Sound Barrier from Pied here. Thunder able to still get 1 kill very quickly. Serendipity using that Swift Step a bit early, unable to escape it as of now. And that's going to be a full hold from Team 1, or not full hold, it's going to be a successful defense from Team 1 here on that third point. As we go on to a bit of a side swap.
This score 0-2. Switching sides.
Being, honestly, in my opinion, a very defensive heavy map, it was good to see how well Team 2 did there with the sort of abnormal compositions they were trying to run. We did see some of that being played throughout OWCS, but that does not mean that it is a normal composition to be used. As we go on here to the side swap, we're going to have... As we go on here to the side swap, we're going to... I don't think very many... Actually, there's quite a few changes. We're going to see Igniter 135 on the Widow, JSpark trading that going on to the Cassidy. We'll see Pied off of the Lucio onto the Baptiste, and Copy off of a Reinhardt onto Sigma. We'll have Thunder on the Winston, Sacrifice on the Reaper, Trash Boat on the Soldier, and then it looks to be about the same support line. I'm curious to see what the Winston Reaper is going to do. Winston without another without a DPS to die with can be very difficult to play properly. So I'm curious to see. Okay, we do see Trash Boat on the Genji. This is definitely looking better. We're going to need Thunder to not take that much poke and sort of jump in a very coordinated way with his Genji. We saw there instantly he poked out and was, quite frankly, instantly half health. We do see him jump over to these right stairs, but not much he can do as he's just instantly 1 health. He does have to jump over to this high ground to get a little bit of pressure off of him, and he is just sitting there constantly critical, sitting about 300 health as they try to poke at him. He's going to jump straight onto the team. The Baptiste is going to use Immortality Field. Actually gets eliminated by Trash Boat before he can throw it down. Thunder is actually at 1 health. A very unfortunately mistimed Immortality Field from Hyde there. If I'm not mistaken, he did have it off of cooldown. Very unfortunately misplayed by Team 2 there, as Team 1 is going to be able to the full cap. We are going to see them doing a whole bunch of book here. Sacrifice, I forgot to mention, did actually swap to the Venture to try to do even more dive with that Lucio Genji Venture is going to be doing a lot here. This Winston now has a lot of follow-up with his DPS, and he's going to wait for them to set up before jumping in here, I would assume. As they're not really setting up, they're kind of just taking both here. We do see a nano boost onto this Winston here, able to get 1 over on Pied, again not using that Immortality Field. Killing 2, and Trash Boat following up on the rest, able to kill his own 2. 3 rather. Again, I didn't see an Immortality Field that fight from Pied. I may be mistaken, but I think if he just was able to put it down slightly earlier, it would mean a different story for Team 2 here. Thunder is using that Primal Rage here, as he does not do very much with it. Well, I suppose he made some space. And his team is able to capture objective... objective 1. We do have 3 ultimates on the field for Team 1 here, and only, I'd say about 3 for Team 2 as well. We do see Thunder taking this right side high ground here as he tries to find an off angle to maybe hop down and wait for his team to set up. Seeing that Team 2 uses their Kitsune Rush, he is going to hop down onto the Pied, jump almost in front of that pin, and Sacrifice is able to get 1, and Trash Boat is also able to get 1. We are going to see Moonman using a beat to try to save his team, but it doesn't, quite frankly, I don't think it was necessary as his team had really already won the fight. J-Sparks found out a little bit in an off position here as he was, I think, looking for his team there, and unfortunately turned around and found nobody. Do see Emu Man staying on the ceiling here as he waits to go with his team. Seeing that Thunder hops in, we're going to see him use that sweep boost. Copy trying to play this Reinhardt now. Unfortunately, or able to get 1 kill. Basically 2 kills instantly, 3. As soon as I was about to say something bad about the Reinhardt play, he turns around and gets a nice 3 kill. Looks like we are going to see the entirety of Team 1 try to position up at this top left as he, I think, pings for his team to go up there. Trash Boat finding early early elimination on to that turret from JSpark17. Trashboat, we're going to see that Nano boost onto Thunder again as he's able to take down Serendipity very quickly, followed immediately by the rest of the team, quite frankly. We did see Earthshatter, but I was unable to catch it as it looked like it was only able to take down Ruffle. Thunder has a Primal Rage here. He's probably going to use it unless they can get out. No, that cleanse comes out just perfectly timed and actually punishes Thunder for being in so deep. Copy and Serendipity able to stay alive. Looking very good. Very good little hold there from Team 2. Looks like it was one ultimate trade at a Nano Boost for an Earthshatter. Quite frankly, I'd say that's in favor of Team 2, as Nano Boost is such a powerful ultimate, no matter what you do, and Earthshatter is kind of hit or miss, quite literally. We do have Primal Rage on the side of Thunder, as he's just getting free push at the moment, forcing his team to drop down. Not much they could do there. There's kind of like either drop down and leave your team, or stay up there and let your opponent get captured. It's fine. We do have, as I've said previously, we do have Primal Rage. He's definitely going to use it once he gets a little bit low here, as he jumps back to the team. Able to get a nice little kill on Pied there. We do use that Molten Core from JSparks. Unable to find any kills. The Primal Rage gets popped, chasing Serendipity around. Not really sure where he's going, but it's fine. Serendipity now on the field, using it to a rush, and that is the fall of everybody else. Using that Dragon Blade, Trashboat is able to full capture. Trashboat is able to get the full capture for his team using that Dragon Blade. And being a very eventful first map, I see some complaints already of the map pick, which quite frankly I would admit is quite in favor of Team 1 here, as Sigma is quite the comfort pick for Thunder, being the highest ranked player in the lobby, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like this second map is going to be Control as we go through. And it is now Team 2's pick of the map. Oh, well. Looks like the second map we're going to be picking is Antarctica. As we go into the second map, we're probably going to see a similar composition of that Symmetra Reinhardt from Team 2 here. I can't help but wonder how Team 1 is going to react to that composition again. As we go in here, we're going to see a penguin. We got the penguin cam. We are going to see Thunder going straight onto this Ramatra as he is expecting a Reinhardt play from Copy. Scratch that, he's swapping over to the Junker Queen. I think he's realizing this tournament's more about fun and less about winning. We're going to have JSpark17 on the Junkrat here, as well as I mentioned, Copy onto this Reinhardt. Serendipity taking the pick over to the Ana instead of Kiri on this point, which is fine, and Igniter back on his Cassidy. Pied back on Lucio, but who wasn't expecting that? We're going to see Copy land 2 nice fire strikes. Wow, almost finding elimination on Thunder before the fight really even got started here. Both teams building up quick ult charge, especially Copy here, as he just finds himself 2 good fire strikes. Thunder almost staggering there as Copy and Pied run on the team. A big boop over there from Emo Man actually knocks Copy off of the high ground onto a very bad position part. Good Jagged Blade over there from Thunder, able to find the elimination onto J-Spark 17. Ooh, another very nice knife. Wow. Ignite 135 was not expecting that one. He canceled his swing. I don't know why he did that. It definitely was not on purpose. We're probably going to see a similar push as last time, except maybe giving a little bit more credence over to that Junker Queen. I think Nada finds an early kill over to second Rise. Team 2 is going to start pushing in quite quickly, as Ruffle is found in a bit of a bad position in that Junkrat trap. Very good start for Team 2, as we do use that Rampage that hits 2 rather. Although, ooh, Copy just barely able to get that elimination, but it doesn't matter as Trashbot's able to kill the final one, and the rest of the Team 2 is going to return. Wow, Trashbot just barely unable to find that elimination on to J Sparks there, as he finds that Mega soon afterwards. Thunder actually making a swap to Doomfist. I'm curious to see what he does with this one. Maybe a bit inspired with what he saw in OWCS. He's going to want to use that Doomfist against this composition. I think Doomfist is actually quite good into Reinhardt, especially because the team plays so close to him. It's easy to get some massive charge punches. Although with that trap from J-Spark 17, it might spill an unfortunate punch onto Thunder. J-Spark's landing a nice Riptire onto Thunder, able to find the elimination early. We do use that rush from Team 2 here. Unable to find any kills as Thunder is the one to fall. Team 2 makes a quick reposition onto point, and Thunderbolt uses his Dragon Blade, which immediately gets killed by J-Sparks and his concussion lines. Ruffle able to secure kill onto Pied himself, and that's actually going to be a capture for Team 1. Point capture for Team 1.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Area denial. Listened to your album the other day.
Oh, did you like it?
Not sure there was enough bass. I could almost hear the other sounds.
I'll crank it up next time.
Looks like we're going to see Copy going off of the Reinhardt onto a bit of a more embarrassing pick. Although it was played very, very often in OWCS, I don't think Thunder is going to be happy to see this. And neither is the rest of the crowd. It's fine. He was played in WCS, so surely he is fine to play in Ladder. We're gonna see, I just want to spectate Thunder to see his reaction. It's gonna be randomly blocking nothing. I'm sure is a bit of a tribute of failure to Copy there, as how have legends fall from grace. We're gonna see Thunder here try to do what he can, but it looks like he doesn't know what to do, like at all. So he slams in the middle of nowhere and has so much aura that he actually forces Igniter 135 to just roll off of the map. Securing elimination that he couldn't previously. Very well played from Thunder there. But we're going to see Trashbot take some pote over here, try to get elimination onto Serendipity. Quite unable to, as that Frisky Ninja has some teleportation abilities. Thunder able to secure a kill onto Serendipity and onto Pied. It was actually Pied who was on Kiriko, not Serendipity. A bit of a miscall by me. It's fine.
Like a gentle rain.
We're going to see Pied take an incredible amount of poke there. To grab that Mega to get it back. J-Sparks 17 already with 80% ult charges. He is just using those concussion mines through choke points, getting so much ult charge. Being the highest ult charge in the lobby at the moment, as he just waits for his team to fall, get up there with him. Going to be given Thunder charge there. It could end bad. Actually, it ends in the elimination of Ignite 135. Thunder using all his utility to get that elimination. Barely able to escape. It's fine. we are going to see that Riptide come out for J-Spark17, and we are going to flip the objective. Sacrifice able to eliminate that Riptide. As we do use Continuity Rush on a point, we're going to see Sound Barrier happen very, very soon, as well as a Continuity Rush traded by Pied coming from Team 2. Both teams using Continuity Rush, unable to keep either tanks alive, as both tanks have been traded. It's going to be a flip in favor of Team 1. J-Spark's able to find his one over onto Emu Man. This is actually a fight now in favor of Team 2, now missing a support and a tank and a DPS, and now the rest of their team. We do have 4 ultimates on field for Team 1 here, as only almost 3 for Team 2. J-Spark17 giving a Power Punch again to Thunder, as he's probably going to look for... Okay, well, he gets it again, as he used it who knows where. Sitting about half health, not getting quite enough healing. Why... Okay, almost able to find a kill onto Pi, looking for a Meteor Strike on top of it. Going for J-Spark17, letting a nice punch onto him. We're going to see Thunder use his punch to get this Mega. Going for a kill onto J-Spark17, unable to, as he just has Ignite 135 shooting him in the back constantly. We're going to see here, Copy does have that cage fight, as he tries not to give Thunder charge punch. It doesn't matter because J-Sparks is there to give it to him anyways. They may be wondering that or maybe think that he needs it, as he's going to feed with it. We are going to see him use that empowered punch, able to get too low using that protection Suzu and that I forget the name of that ability. J-Spark's able to find a nice kill over there onto an ulting Trash Boat, using that Riptide as well. Able to find 3 eliminations onto both supports and one of the DPS, being a team fight win for Team 2. J-Spark's unable to find an elimination with this previous Riptide, but making up for it this one with getting 3. That's so much more than you can ask for, as a Riptide is also can just be useful to scare the enemies away. We're going to be using Continuity Rush from Team 2 there, as Team 1 isn't on Kiriko anymore. Pi able to find 2 eliminations onto both Sacrifice and Thunder. A bit of a camera glitch there. I don't really know what's going on. Copy able to find the kill onto Ruffle, and that's going to be about it, as J-Sparks find the remaining 2. Point win for Team 2 this time. We are going to see Copy, it looks like, going back onto this Reinhardt play, as he might feel a little bit bad for playing Naga on that second point. Other than that, we're not going to see too many swaps, although we will see Pied over off onto Lucio. We'll see a Ruffle swapping to Mercy for some reason. I'm not really sure about this pick, considering Mercy is one of the worst supports in the video game. Mercy is good in about, like, bronze to plat, because you can carry a DPS with it, or you can pocket a carry DPS with it. But after about plat, she becomes pretty much useless. So I'm curious to see what a Mercy Lucio is going to do for this team. We do also still have Thunder on Reinhardt, able to punch in to the middle of nowhere and instantly die. Having no support from his team, we're going to see Mercy unable to keep that character alive and miss all of the shots and get eliminated very quickly. We're probably going to see Mercy swap here after that elimination. If I do, it would probably show... If we don't, it would probably be defeat for Team 1. Yes, okay. We do see Ruffle swapping back off of Mercy onto the Kiriko. A much better picture. Copy already at 40% ult charge from landing a few nice fire strikes. 50 as soon as I said that, actually. Thunder does not have empowered punch, so he cannot do any sort of flanking right now. As he waits to slam the back of his team, kind of tricking Copy into pinning back there. Just kind of pinning. Okay, just kind of pinning Copy for some reason, wasting that punch. We're gonna see him die instantly because of it. Team 1 does flip objective with that Hanzo just standing on point, but Copy just drops down and holds shield, and Team 2 is gonna have to give up point very quickly. With Team 1, excuse me for that. Sorry, that was a very bad sound. We are going to have almost 5 ultimates on field for Team 2 here. Whereas, because Thunder just now swapped over to the Queen, she is very far back on ult charge. Sacrifice able to land an early elimination onto Pied using his Sonic Arrow, and immediately following that with a Dragon Strike ultimate usage. Copy dropping down to contest point at the last moment. Might be looking for a nice Earth Shatter here. No, but as I said earlier, Riptide can just be used to scare people off. And it does just that, as it scares people away from the objective. Able to land a nice elimination onto Ruffle onto the Kiriko. That is an incredibly important character to have on the field. And getting her eliminated early is really good. We are going to see an Earth Shatter hit 4 here. Get 3 instantly. Traded for it, but getting that many kills, it's going to be a very nice in favor. 4 kills off of that Earth Shatter. Even though Thunder's able to survive, there's nothing he can do. Like a nice... Wow. That was a very, very nice... Ooh, landing straight into a junk rat trap. Able to get a kill using that sound barrier. Is going to be a fight lost for Team 2, but still having 3 ultimates on the field, they are certainly still winnable. As long as Thunder does not use Rampage here, this is looking very even for both teams. Alright. With a team wipe from Team 1, we are going to see Team 2 come back all grouped together with their 3 ultimates. We're probably going to see a nano-boosted Reinhardt, or maybe even a nano-boosted Cass with that High Noon. I'm not too certain who she decides to nano-boost this match, but I'm here to see it. We do have that sound barrier to come at the last moment, if need be, to try to keep everyone else alive. We are going to see that Rampage followed by that sound barrier immediately, keeping his team alive. Thunder now alone on the team, getting cleansed, trying to stay alive. That Dragon Blade does pop out, unable to find any kills off anything. Actually able to find one, gets traded instantly by JSpark17. That Nano Boost does come out on that Ryan, chasing Thunder down, able to get that elimination. We still have Earth Shatter for Thunder, but it might not be necessary as they do capture point here. Looking for any sort of pesky touchers, unable to touch. That's going to be a map 2 victory for Team 2. The score now set to 2-2. This is looking like, or 1-1 rather, pardon me. It's looking like a much closer match than people, I think, might have been assuming as... Well, I don't know. It's a good match. Very enjoyable. Fairly even so far as well. A nice combo there from JSpark17, able to instantly take care of that ulting Genji. That Dragon Blade was just not enough as he follows it instantly with the 3K. I didn't even realize he killed 4 that fight. Very well played from JSpark17 there, as going on to a bit of a comfort pick, which I guess is his Junkrat. I know he loves to play it. It's such a fun character to see him on. And as we go on to this third and I think final map, as this is best of 3. I think this is match point for... Yeah, this is match point for both teams here, as they are going on to Esperanza. A bit in favor for Copy, maybe, as Copy's team, well, besides maybe the JSpark17 and the Serendipity, the rest of the team has been practicing dive quite a bit. And so we're going to probably see a bit of a Winston, Lucio, Echo, if I had to imagine. As well as JSparks might be on Venture, and Serendipity might be on Kiriko. That's my estimated lineup for Team 2. but they may just stick it with a Reinhardt play. Probably going to see Thunder try to experiment with some of his dive. We know he's been trying to learn it to varying degrees of success. And he actually played quite well on Doomfist that last point, but there's not much you can do against a Mauga on Doomfist. He just counters him so hard. As we go onto this third and final map of the day, we're going to, I don't know if it's the final map of the day, but the final map of this game, we're gonna see a bit of coastal sightlines here as I find a very cinematic view for this camera. Let me line it up right properly. There we go. Transition over, and this game is quite beautiful sometimes, even if the gameplay itself isn't. The views are. We do see a car out in the distance, not following proper road safety laws as he's driving straight on the line. It's fine as we go onto this match. It looks like I was actually very close to being correct for Team 2's. I had assumed Venture instead of Genji, but other than that, I was entirely correct. We are going to see Thunder on the Winston. Actually, very similar team comps here. I guess it's kind of just a dive comp, so nothing too crazy for me predicting that. We are going to see the Winston jump in here, using a bubble for no reason, but it's fine. Copies his own bubble, and is able to jump down and protect his team from that with that bubble. Able to barely stay alive. He's taking so much damage there. Having to go grab this Mega. He doesn't trust the healing because of the DPS passive. We are going to see Thunder doing some similar poke here, as it looks like no one is really contesting that point. We've got here that Copy is able to jump in and able to do a lot, but just gets rushed down instantly. And with an unfortunately being booped out of his shield there, he was not able to stay alive. Pi just barely escaping from that Tesla cannon that Thunder is wielding. We're going to see him regroup back with his team quite comfortably as he's able to amp it up himself and speed it up back to his team. Thunder and Copy having very similar ult charges. Copy would be in the lead, but he did unfortunately fall to the damage. We do see Tracer or Trashboard on Tracer taking away a poke. I would like to mention that we saw Sacrifice and Trashboard actually swap their roles as Copy dies again because of this being drilled into by Tracer. Seeing that the tank has fallen, the enemy team is just going to converge instantly onto the team of Team 2. We are going to see J-Sparks going now onto that Venture, as I had originally assumed. I'm pretty sure J-Spark 17 is a bit more comfortable on Venture than he is on Genji. But we do have two ultimates on the field for Team 2 and for Team 1. We're going to see Trashboat able to find an early kill onto J-Spark 17, bit in an unfortunate position. Copy able to use his Primal Rage, finding kill right previously onto Ruffle. Thunder finding his own two onto Igniter and Pied. A bit of an easy match, slightly in favor of Team 1 here, as it Copy's able to find his one, realigning this match, but he has to escape with, it's actually just Copy against the world here. Trying his best to get that Mega right behind him. Will he get it? He turns around and does not jump to it. It's a bit unfortunate, as he does in fact stagger by accident. Very even ultimate economy for both teams here, but it definitely in favor of Team 2 here, as they do have ultimates. JSpark17 burrowing, trying to find a good place to poke from, gets jumped on, and and left with no utility. A bit an unfortunate position. Kavi able to find one elimination onto Sacrifice there, as Team 1 is just free pushing this objective, and not really much they can do. Venture doing a whole bunch right now, as he is able to get his one onto Thunder. I didn't mention it, but we did use Duplicate there, and that is all for Team 2. Duplicate not finding too many kills, but they did win that fight, so I can't help but imagine it was quite useful. We do have Sound Barrier and Continue Rush on the field for Team 2 here. Both incredibly powerful support ults, especially when used at the right time. J-Spark's taking a bit too much poke there, but is able to escape using that burrow. We are going to see him just re-get all of his utility and get Stove. Able to almost find a kill over on that Lucio, but unable to as he gets out just at the last moment. Thunder using his, both teams using Sound Barrier. Thunder using his Primal Rage, unable to find any kills. Taking a lot of poke right now, might be about to fall as Copy chases him down. Looking for that kill, we do see that Protection Suzu popped out, and J-Sparks actually falls to Trash Boat. Trash Boat doing so well right now. Able to take down Kiriko as well. Thunder did very well to run away there and get pocketed by that Kiriko. A Trash Boat almost gets eliminated by the Igniter, who had swapped over to Tracer without even noticing. Igniter 135 able to get out on the Tracer. Honestly surprised he's playing so well considering he woke up about 20 minutes ago. Or no, it was about 40 minutes ago. But still, about an hour ago. But still, he has not been awake for long, and he's still playing very well. We are going to see Primal Rage come from a copy here as soon as I mentioned it. And it doesn't really matter. Sacrifice, very nice juggling, gets pooped out though, as he's able to find elimination onto Emu Man. That's a very good kill, but I don't think there's so much you can do with it as the rest of his team is kind of fallen. I don't know, because Igniter was also able to get his own kill onto the enemy Winston. This looks like it's slightly in favor of Team 2 here, as Igniter 135 is trying to not die to this Trash Boat player. Not very many ultimates here in this game, as we do see pretty much just Continue Rush from both teams. We are going to see Continue Rush being popped first from Team 2. Or sorry, that's not a Continue Rush, they were just in the same spot. That is a Pulse Bomb and a Continue Rush. Apologies, that is a bit of a missed call from me. Copy taking a lot of damage right here, but Thunder able to get ultimate from standing in their team. They're able to use Primal Rage here, but don't think he needs it, as the Team 2 kind of falls. Trying to eliminate Copy here, but understands that he's going to overextend too far and backs out. We're going to see a Sound Barrier come soon from Hyde here as he tries to speed his team back into this fight here. JSpark17 doing quite a bit of poke onto Venture, almost able to find a kill onto onto Sacrifice. Gets traded quite instantly. Copy doing his best to do some poke onto that Winston. Thunder finding a triple kill back to back. What can you do? Thunder is playing quite well today. It is what it is, as Thunder used that Primal Rage to get that kill. So much space. Copy does have his own Primal Rage, as he almost has the Primal Rage system now. And it gets taken out right before he can get to that Mega. Ruffle now back to the fight, missing a Protection Suzu, landing on literally nothing. Emu Man able to falling because of that, but Thunder does trade it. We're going to see Ignite 135 looking for some damage here as he tries to find an elimination. We do have another 4 ultimates rather on Team 2 here, but Serendipity does fall a bit early. Oof. Igniter just barely unable to find elimination onto Ruffle on that Kiriko there. Which is fine. He's still looking for a bit of poke here as he gets taken out as he is unable to press his recall quick enough. That's fine. Copy contesting the point as best as he can, as he does have that Primal Rage. Thunder jumping onto his team. Honestly, I think he's just simply, I don't know. I would say swap trade backline, but there's really no backline to trade, as he's able to find elimination onto. Oh man, there's just so much healing from Kiriko there, and with no DPS to apply. Wow. Supports are currently in this video game, and that is a thing. JSpark's able to find his tube. Not many ultimates used from Team 2 there. Looks like Dragon Blade was used from Team 1, but nothing really came of it. We're going to have Tectonic Shock, Sound Barrier, and Kitsune Rush from Team 2 here as they look for a place to use it. With another 3 ultimates on Team 1, Sound Barrier, Kitsune Rush, and Primal Rage. As we go in here, we're going to see JSpark 17 flank with that Tectonic Shock, trying to find some damage. Unable to find any quick kills. Still doing a great amount of damage. Having to burrow back down. Wanting a kill in this Genji so bad. Able to finally find it. As he looks for this Kiriko next. Kiriko uses that swift step to get out. But that's fine because that gives them free push as of now. Copy taking an incredible amount of damage with no supports behind him to back it up. JSparks has to unfortunately jump right before barrowing, so he's able to be taken out the last moment.
Quitting is not in my vocabulary.
We are going to see Copy recontest quickly before Team 1 can get that forward spawn. It was very important for Team 2 there, as they cannot let Team 1 get forward spawn again. Pied almost falling here, trying his best to escape, doing very well. Igniter falling early, using Pulse Bomb, not finding a kill off of that. As Pied is moving other people around, as JSpark 17 is looking for a burrow, unable to find it, as Sacrifice kind of cleans up the entirety of Team 2's backline. It looks like this is going to be a fight, and I guess match win for Team 1. Very well played from both teams there, but unfortunately, this looks like Team 1 just had it slightly better going. And that's going to be a play of the game from Sacrifice, as I assume it can't be, but the sort of backline destruction that he did here at the end. Able to find 1 on that Kiriko, 2 on that Venture, and then 3 on that Lucio, and okay, interesting. A bit of a conversation between the players, but that's not too important to hear. I think that is going to be about it for us, ladies and gentlemen, as I think that's about it. Thank you, everybody who joined, and I hope you have a pleasant rest of your day.